Let's talk specifically now about the Women's Society of Cyberjutsu. You are the CEO and one of the founding members of the organization. Can you tell me a little about the organization's origins and goals, and the activities and projects you've been working on?
So we got our start in 2012.
Okay.
Lisa Jiggets, our founder and president, she had went to a few hacker meetups in the DC, Northern Virginia area, but she felt like she didn't really belong. She felt out of place, and she really just wanted to find a group of folks that she could hack with, and learn with. And so she started the first workshop. It was Backtrack and Linux, or Backtrack and Metasploit, or something like that, in 2012. And to her surprise, there was a lot of women that showed up, because a lot of women wanted to do the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
They just couldn't find a place to do it where they felt comfortable and they could network with people.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Come on, Light.
Put another dime in the machine.
Right. And so she decided to start the organization. She wanted to build a community of women that came together, that learned, that did penetration testing, incident response, digital forensics, reverse malware engineering, and just, did competitions together, because we love to do the competitions. And so when I came to the organization, I had failed my CISSP by 4 points, and I was looking for a study group.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, let me find a study group in DC, because I'm going to move back up there soon. And from there, I kept going to the workshops. I kept getting involved. I kept going to the networking events. And Lisa pulled me in and said, hey, I want you on my board.
Yeah.
7 years ago, almost now, I would have never thought we would be at this point.
Right.
2,600 plus members. We help thousands of women and men yearly. We help the girls. We just hosted our major event, Wicked Six Cyber Games, where cybersecurity meets esports for a cause, which was a really successful event. It's the first of its kind to showcase talent through short missions versus 6 to 8 hours of competition. And in these missions, they're doing real world analysis and having to do real world stuff, and they're dealing with WannaCry and Blue Keep and those kind of vulnerabilities, and having to look at packets and understand what's going on in packets. And that's one of our big things. We're doing it again next year, August the 6th.
Okay.
It was a really interesting experience, because we did it here at the Luxor in their esporting arena. So on the big screens behind the players, you could see what they were doing. And then we had the shoutcasters explaining what was going on, and, why this was important for them to do this, or using these tools and things like that. And so that's one of our big goals. The other goals that we have, basically, we want to bring more women and minorities into cybersecurity.
Yeah.
Right. Yes, we are a women's organization. However, we do have male members. We do have male allies. We have the men that come in, they volunteer. They come into our networking events. They come in and do trainings with us.
Yep.
And so we understand that this is not just a one side only thing.
Right.
We have to have everybody in the conversation and have everybody at the table making these decisions.
Right.
We've got a couple of things coming up next year to help some more of the entry-level folks try to figure out which route to go. We have a Day in the Life series coming up, where we'll bring in professionals and they'll talk about what they do day to day to kind of give an idea for those folks looking for a role. We also plan on doing trainings on malware analysis, threat intel. Hopefully we can get some virtual reality and AI stuff going on in there, just to help the women figure out, okay, we're interested in this. This is how I do X, Y, Z.